接下来，让我们用热烈的掌声，有请运动员入场。Let's welcome the players.
Women's singles is up next, match 3 of this semi-final tie between Indonesia and Thailand. Introduced first onto court, Putri Kusuma Wardani. And Putri Kusuma Wardani will be taking on Busanan ONGBAMRUNGPHAN.
All the best. All the best. Okay, come here for the toss. Orange or silver? Orange, silver. Orange, silver. Okay, Jisan. Serve, receive. Good job. Good luck. Sorry.
Okay, so all that sorted out. Switch your sides. ONGBAMRUNGPHAN against Wardani. Fourth time that these two are coming up against each other. Busanan ONGBAMRUNGPHAN with the lead in the head-to-heads by 3 wins to nothing for Putri Kusuma Wardani. Pretty close in the world rankings though. Player from Thailand is at wall number 12, Wardani wall number 14. ONGBAMRUNGPHAN hasn't actually played this year. Has no win-loss record for the season. For Wardani, 114 wins, 68 losses, which is actually in the rankings for that race to Guangzhou, number 5. And it's in a pretty good form this season so far. 9 wins, 3 defeats, 320 victories for ONGBAMRUNGPHAN, 234 losses in her career. Big difference in the prize money over the careers as well. Also, their ages. Wardani just 22. ONGBAMRUNGPHAN 28. Sakurai Manabu of Japan, the umpire for this one. First meeting between these two players was in March of 2021. The Orleans Masters. Matchup in the quarterfinal stage. Busanan ONGBAMRUNGPHAN with the win by 2 games to love, 21-13, 21-14. Got that done in 34 minutes. Second meeting also in 2021 in October of that year. The EWF Thomas and Cup finals. Again, it was Busanan ONGBAMRUNGPHAN with the victory, 21-9, 23-21 in 44 minutes. Their most recent meeting was in May of last year, the Malaysia Masters. Now in 14
Ready
minutes.
to play.
That one. 21-12, 21-23, 21-16. ONGBAMRUNGPHAN took the win. But if you look at the trend, it does look like Putri Kusuma Wardani has made big improvements, big strides over the years. Being much younger when they first met back in 2021, improved a lot in terms of experience and her quality. Really pushed ONGBAMRUNGPHAN in the meeting in the quarterfinals at the Malaysia Masters, going all the way to the third game, making Busanan ONGBAMRUNGPHAN work for that. One piece overall in this tie. JOMKOH and TEERARATTANACHAI with the first victory for Thailand and the mixed doubles. 21-13, 22-20 over FERDINANSYAH and RAMADHANTI. Great mixed doubles contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Indonesia, represented by Putri Kusuma Wardani. And on my left, Thailand, Busanan, Umpan. Thailand to serve. Love all. Play.
JOMKOH and TEERARATTANACHAI with the win in the mixed doubles, the first one, and then just saw Alwi FARHAN make it 1-all with the victory in the men's singles against Panitchaphon TEERARATSAKUL. 45 minutes, 13-21-18. Running off to a nice start here. Quick 2 points on the board. First match for ONGBAMRUNGPHAN at this tournament. Was initially scheduled to take part at the Malaysia Open, but there was a walkover and the round 32 match with Lin Xiangti. So first time we're actually seeing her in a competitive match at this tournament. Ponpawi Chochuwong has been playing in the women's singles for Thailand at this tournament so far. Given a break today. A well-deserved rest for Chochuwong as well.
4-1.
Chochuwong spent an hour and 10 minutes on the court yesterday in the matchup against Sim. Really pushed by Sim there. 21-18, 19-21, 21-15. Chochuwong with the victory. She's been in a great run of form. But just needs that opportunity to take a rest here. ONGBAMRUNGPHAN a lot fresher, and also you'd like to think we're looking to try and make an impact in this matchup. Off to a slow start, perhaps just working into it, and might take some time for her to get into a rhythm against WARDANI. It's looking very sharp right from the off. WARDANI already quickly 6 points clear.
Indonesia challenges called in.
So challenge here from WARDANI.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 2-7. Play.
Is that a correct call from the officials? Unsuccessful challenge. ONGBAMRUNGPHAN with the point.
Service over. 8-2.
Nicely done from Wardani. Timed it well.
9-2.
Really confident here. Big difference in the body language already. Just be some rustiness from ONGBAMRUNGPHAN's perspective. First match, 2025. Panitchaphon playing the first 3 matches for Thailand. The women's singles winning all 3.
Service over 3-9.
It's ONGBAMRUNGPHAN's turn now to step up for Thailand. Make that contribution.
Service over 10-3.
Now Wardani with the gold medal in the World Junior Championships in 2019, the mixed team event. A bronze medal at the Southeast Asian Games in Vietnam in 2021 in the women's singles. That was silver at the women's team event at that competition. Gold medal in Selangor at the Badminton Asia Team Championships in 2022. Takes an 8-point lead going into the interval. Just 6 minutes in. Putri Kusuma Wardani already at 11.
Kadang orang ini biasa pemainnya sama ininya silangnya kenapa begitu boleh ya asal masuk dulu waktu lock strike lock strike tadi turun terus ini kan yakin ya yakin ya
แต่เมื่อกี้พยายามจะเร็ว
20 seconds
เอาจังหวะ
20 seconds
ต้องไปออกลูกต้องเข้าไปแค่นั้นไม่ต้องวิ่งเยอะปรับจังหวะแค่นั้นเอง
ประกง
คือบางใช่เพราะเรามีเพราะเราไม่อยากจะ
11-3. Play.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if there's a recovery here after the interval from ONGBAMRUNGPHAN.
Service
So
over
from a few players, sometimes it's
11.
just about building towards that rhythm. Take some time to get their momentum going, especially if they've been out of action for a while. Back-to-back points for
11.
ONGBAMRUNGPHAN. That little bit of a streak with the points was Wardani. Has won 4 of the 4 games she's played in. Winning matches against Jung Sum Yi in the group stage, 21-8, 21-15. And then also easily defeated Sung Shuo Yun in the quarterfinal yesterday, 21-8, 21-15 as well. 35 minutes it took her to finish off the first match, 37 minutes for the second. Good run of form here. Wardani is in and it's showing in this first game. Wardani also picked up the bronze at the Thailand Masters. It's interesting there because she came up against Ponpawi Chochuwong and lost to Chochuwong, the semi-final of that competition, 14-21, 15-21. It would have been interesting to see them coming up against each other here at this tournament once more. Wasn't to be. Wardani also with the runs into the quarterfinal at the Indonesia Masters and the Malaysia Open. Pretty positive start to the season for Wardani. That quarterfinal exit at the Malaysia Open for Wardani was to Ratchanok Intanon of Thailand. Then at the Indonesia Masters, made it into the quarterfinals before exiting hands of Suwon Chi. Another challenge here.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over.
Unsuccessful challenge.
Play.
Just one remaining. Wardani goes to 15. Wardani again. Back-to-back shots there. Just dropping it onto the other side of the court. One answer from ONGBAMRUNGPHAN. Four gold medals for Thai at the Southeast Asian Games, 2 in 2015, 1 in 2017, another in 2019. 15 was in the women's singles. The rest have been in the women's team events. A couple of bronze medals for ONGBAMRUNGPHAN at the Asian Junior Championships. Girls singles. First one in 2012, and she lost to PV Sindhu in the final. Then picked up a silver in 2013, losing to Aya Ohori in the final. And then in 2014, another bronze, losing to Akane Yamaguchi on that occasion.
First over, 19-7.
Nicely played from ONGBAMRUNGPHAN.
19.
Setting the trap with that drop shot. Last BWF World Tour win was at the 2024 Canada Open. Beated Alina Scheersveld 21-18, 21-14 in the final of that tournament. Also finished runner-up at the Japan Open to Akane Yamaguchi.
Challenges called in.
ใช่ใช่
คือ
โฟกัสข้างหลังให้ดีไงนึกออกไหม
ตอนเนี้ยพี่ว่าคือหนูทำยังไงก็ได้ให้หนูวิ่งแบบอย่างเงี้ยแต่ถ้าหนูวิ่งอย่างเงี้ยใช่ไหมแล้วถ้ามันจี้มา
Collection out. 9-19.
So a good challenge there.
Sway.
Successful one this time around. Correction on that call. Shouldn't really change too much here for
10-19.
ONGBAMRUNGPHAN.
Service over. 20. Game point. 10.
Well out. Game point here for WARDANI. Oh, wonderful way to finish off. That's a great shot
First game
on the
won
line
by
there. Take the
Indonesia.
first game here
21-10.
in 16 minutes. 21-10 to Putri Kusuma WARDANI. Just dominated that one. Then the Indonesian goes into the second with that advantage. Must win second game coming up for Busanan ONGBAMRUNGPHAN.
เข้าใจว่าที่ทีมตีออกนะครับพยายามปรับตัวอยู่แต่ที่รู้ว่าทีมก็อยากให้คุณภาพลูกมันกลายเป็นทีมแบบกังวลและใช้แรงแบบไม่ปกติอย่างที่ทีมเคยออกทีมอยากให้มันพุ่งกว่าเดิมอยากให้มันเร็วกว่าเดิมออกแต่แค่โฟกัสว่าทำยังไงเราต้องแต่งตัวที่ท็อปบอกที่ออกมาถ้ามันเสียหลักแล้วมันต้องวิ่งหน้าห่างก่อน
Ini perasaan kamu masuk terus kok. Ya jelas ya. Pertama, rumah kan nggak ada, walaupun ini jauh, tetap terus, ya, tetap jaga terus, ya, oke ya.
ทีมตีเข้ากลางหรือได้ตียาวอ่ะมันจะแจกทีมใช่ไหมมันก็แจกได้ไม่สุดลองนึกภาพนี้ก่อนนะยาวเนี่ยแล้วเราจะฟาดหรือเราจะเคลียร์เนี่ยให้มันแจกไม่มีปัญหาแต่ถ้าเมื่อกี้ทีมพยายามจะสุดมันตีมาสุดทีมก็พยายามจะสุดเหมือนกับแข่งกันวิ่งเอานึกออกไหมเราใช้ความกะของเราค่อยๆตีค่อยๆตีแคบๆก่อนมึงจะไม่เป็นไรเอานึกออกไหม
พยายามจะแบบตึงเขาให้ถึงหลังแล้วเราจะได้แบบมองง่ายขึ้นอะไรอย่างเงี้ยแต่ว่ามันกลายเป็นว่าเขา
20
ล้น
seconds
มากเกิน
20 seconds.
ดังนั้นลองดูแบบตีแคบๆก่อนให้มันเปิดนะ
On court. Second game. Love all. Play.
Start of the second game. WARDANI to serve on the far side. ONGBAMRUNGPHAN on this near side here. Quickly off the mark. Here's WARDANI. It's not quite happening for ONGBAMRUNGPHAN. The start she would have wanted.
Love.
Lifts her head towards the ceiling here at the TSINGTAO Console Gymnasium.
Three. Love. Four. Love. Get ready.
Looking like it's too much of a contest at the moment. WARDANI very comfortable. So a mistake that gives that point essentially to ONGBAMRUNGPHAN. Three BWF World Tour titles for WARDANI. First one at the 2021 Spain Masters. Second at the 2022 Orleans Masters. And the most recent one was at the Korea Masters last year for WARDANI. It's been great to watch how she's developed WARDANI over the last few years or so. I mentioned the head-to-heads, and she met ONGBAMRUNGPHAN at a very different stage of her career, much younger then, a lot less in the way of experience. But she's developed brilliantly, and she's looking strong here. Still going to try and put herself in a good position to want to pick up a first win against this opponent. Just to change up that head-to-head record. ONGBAMRUNGPHAN picking up her second point. It's 5 the difference now.
Service over. 8-2. Service over. 3-8.
Great shot. Wonderful winner.
Service over. 9-3.
She hasn't really had to work too hard. You can see quite clearly ONGBAMRUNGPHAN really lacking that sharpness. The right thigh of hers heavily strapped. Having to play through an injury as well. In an ideal situation, they would have liked to have gone with Cho Chu-wong in this one.
10-3.
Already played 3 matches and won all 3. Needed that bit of a break herself. She was pushed in that match against Sim yesterday. Did look like she was running on fumes. Cho Chu-wong. Easy for WARDANI again in this second game, is cruising along. No problems for her. 8 points a difference at the interval.
Ini walaupun panjang, walaupun agak lebar, tetap kamu satu-satu saja buat alur permainan kamu. Gak usah terlalu lama, gak usah terlalu dulu. Ya, oke ya, sip ya.
ถ้าทีม4มุมหน้าปุ๊บมีจังหวะขึ้นได้ก็ขึ้นใช่ไหมแต่ถ้ามันเปิดทีมออกมาหลังทีมออกมาเปิดมาข้างหลังมันทิ้งพื้นที่เลยพอนึกภาพออกใช่ไหมลองโฟกัส4มุมหน้าก่อน
Coach. 11-3. Play.
Back out on court. That 8-point advantage. WARDANI. She's looking to drop its shot there, WARDANI.
11.
Trying to get her opponent to move across the court, really testing out the fitness of ONGBAMRUNGPHAN and the speed in that situation. Just couldn't get it clear. And over the net. A couple of points here for the tie. Just can't move freely here. ONGBAMRUNGPHAN. And WARDANI is just trying to work the court. Opponent to move as much as possible. Create those spaces.
Over 6-13. WARDANI, no delay. Seven, 13.
For WARDANI again. 7 clear after 14.
7. Thank you.
chance to really discuss in terms of strategy and tactics in this one. There's obviously a huge mismatch in the form coming into this and the level of sharpness and quality here. A couple of key victories here for Indonesia.
17-7.
Alwi with the win in the men's singles. WARDANI on her way. Sending Indonesia 2-1 up. And they'll have the opportunity to finish this off. In the men's doubles, formidable partnership, FIKRI and MARTHIN up against Thailand's SUKPHUN and TEERARATSAKUL.
7.
Just looking to
19.
get off the court here, really.
7.
ONGBAMRUNGPHAN obviously struggling. Form and fitness to get out there. Tried to put in a performance, but WARDANI has just been too good.
Service over. 8-19.
Match point for WARDANI.
Service over. 20. Match point. 8.
Coba colong ya, tapi siap sambungan.
Nice touch on that. Wonderfully controlled here. WARDANI taking full advantage of the weaknesses of ONGBAMRUNGPHAN. Well, she's struggling with her form and fitness. WARDANI put in a professional performance. Straightforward victory here in the women's singles for Putri Kusuma WARDANI. 21-10,
Match won
21-8.
by Indonesia.
33 minutes.
21-10. 21-8.
And Indonesia pick up their second win of this semi-final tie, going into the lead. And they have that opportunity to wrap this up, make it into the final for the first time. And the men's doubles, as FIKRI and MARTHIN get set to take on SUKPHUN and TEERARATSAKUL. Final score, 21-10, 21-8. WARDANI with the victory, 2 games to love. So Indonesia take the lead here. Back-to-back wins in the singles. Now a chance to wrap it up with Fadia MARTHIN and Muhammad Shohibul FIKRI. They'll be coming up against Peeratchai, SUKPHUN and Pakkapon TEERARATSAKUL in just a bit.
相约山海，美美与众。接下来进行的是男子双打半决赛。
Across mountains and seas, united by badminton. The upcoming match is men's doubles semifinal.
首先有请技术官员入场。
Let's welcome the technical officials. 接下来，让我们用热烈的掌声，有请运动员入场。 Let's welcome the players.
由来自印度尼西亚的FIKRI马丁，
Team Indonesia, represented by Shohibul, Daniel Martin.
So it's being introduced to the crowd here. The TSINGTAO Gymnasium venue for the TSINGTAO Badminton Asia Mixed Team Championship 2025. Crucial contest coming up in the men's doubles here. Indonesia with a 2-1 lead against Thailand. And an opportunity to wrap things up and seal their place in the final of this tournament. It's going to be an exciting matchup, this one. Shohibul, FIKRI and Daniel Martin of Indonesia getting ready to take on Peeratchai, SUKPHUN and Pakkapon, TEERARATSAKUL in just a bit.
I have an orange and a silver. Pakkapon. Serve, yeah.
The semi-final started with a win for Thailand. Supak JOMKOH, Sapsiree TEERARATTANACHAI in the mixed doubles. The win over FERDINANSYAH and RAMADHANTI, 21-13, 22-20 in 47 minutes. The second match was the men's singles. FARHAN against Panitchaphon, TEERARATSAKUL. 21-13, 21-18 for the Indonesian in 45 minutes. That's Peeratchai, SUKPHUN. They try and take control of those battles at the net. His partner, Pakkapon, TEERARATSAKUL, twin brother of Panitchaphon, TEERARATSAKUL, who was in action earlier against Alwi FARHAN. Will patrol the backcourt for this pairing from Thailand. Similar sort of setup for Indonesia. Daniel Martin, a bit more of that power and height from the back end of the court. More of a strength of his to position himself in those areas and leave the battles at the net to Shohibul, FIKRI. Incredibly quick, very fast to cover spaces at the front court. Form quite a dynamic and exciting men's doubles pairing. Chen Yuqi from China, the umpire for this one.
中国
Umpire Shen Yuqi, China.
So back-to-back wins for Indonesia in the men's singles and the women's singles. Wardani just cruising through a women's singles match in 33 minutes against Busanan ONGBAMRUNGPHAN 21-10, 21-8. It's Indonesia in a position here where FIKRI and MARTHIN can secure their place in the final. Must win for SUKPHUN and TEERARATSAKUL. Pressure will be on their shoulders to try and make sure that Thailand stay alive in this contest. They'll look to try and force a fifth match, which will be the women's doubles, Mayasari and Ramadhanti against the Naim Saad sisters, Benyapa and Nuntakan. FIKRI and MARTHIN, currently ranked at 16th in the world, coming up against SUKPHUN and TEERARATSAKUL, world number 32.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Indonesia, represented by Muhammad Shohibul FIKRI and Daniel Martin. And on my left, Thailand, represented by Peeratchai Supan and Sukabung TEERARATSAKUL. Indonesia to serve, Muhammad Shohibul FIKRI to Pakkapon TEERARATSAKUL. Level, play.
So FIKRI to serve for Indonesia on this near side. TEERARATSAKUL. Has the power that MARTHIN brings from the backcourt.
1 love.
That's what you're going to see in large parts of this contest. FIKRI close to the net, MARTHIN moving across the back. And again, quickly sent over by Daniel Martin. Martin and FIKRI, 22 wins, 10 losses in their career as a partnership. Seven wins, 2 defeats for the Indonesian pair. It's going to be an early challenge here. After that smash from SUKPHUN was called in. Looks to be the right decision from that replay. Let's see once this challenge and the results of it are put up on the screen.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service
Successful
over.
challenge there.
1, 2, play.
So SUKPHUN and TEERARATSAKUL get the first point of this match.
Service over. 3, 1.
71 wins, 49 losses for SUKPHUN and TEERARATSAKUL in their career as a doubles pair. Error from FIKRI. This time let's switch around in positions and FIKRI is looking to try and go for that light touch. Lovely drop shot. Some of the move back here. MARTHIN covering the spaces at the front court.
Service over. 2,
Plenty of power and pace from SUKPHUN. Such an explosive player as well.
Service over. 5, 2.
7 wins, just 2 defeats. 20-25 for FIKRI and MARTHIN. 4 wins, 4 losses. The pairing from Thailand.
6-2.
Both players from Thailand, just 20 years of age. FIKRI 25, Daniel Martin 23. First time that they're facing off against each other. It's FIKRI and MARTHIN building up a nice advantage. 5 points clear early on, just 3 minutes in. Brilliant speed on that shot from MARTHIN. Straight into SUKPHUN. Again, the angle's awkward for SUKPHUN to try and return. Lovely touch from MARTHIN, showing he's not just about power from the baseline. Got that ability to switch it up as well. Beautiful touch that. Just guides it across.
Service over. 3-10.
Change up on the serve. Clever bit of play. That lands, winning volleys off the court.
5-10.
And smart from SUKPHUN. He's gone for it again.
6-10.
5 points here, 3 in a row. All picked up by SUKPHUN. The call was out. They'll put a challenge in. Certainly worth a challenge here. Looked really close. A big point. It's an unsuccessful challenge. Then FIKRI and MARTHIN go into the interval 5 clear. Otherwise, SUKPHUN and TEERARATSAKUL to extend their streak of consecutive points to 4. That's the correct call.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge. That is out.
1 challenge remaining.
And FIKRI and MARTHIN do well to the interval 5 clear of SUKPHUN and TEERARATSAKUL.
Kamu serve yang sama yang kiri. Kebanyakan dia akan net. Duluin depannya. Jadi setengahnya kan lepas aja. Udah fokusnya pas dia net udah duluin. Ya. Kalau yang kecilnya setengah-setengah, dorong body mas setengah. Jaga ini enggak apa-apa. Ya, yang penting yang kiri itu fokus depannya aja. Ya. Enak batasin dulu. Udah bagus itu mainnya. Ya. Jangan
ทำยังไงเปลี่ยนปุ๊บจากหัวลูกลงไหมจากหัวลูกขึ้นปุ๊บหัวลูกลงกูได้บุกวาง
อย่าทิ้งหน้าเลยนะ เพราะไอ้ปอดที่มันจะเตรียมจะบีบตลอดนะ
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Play. Service over. 7-11.
Just the third match of the tournament for FIKRI and MARTHIN. 1-1 lost one. Picked up the win against